Hi there, welcome to Uti Liguna and our preview for our match against Bournemouth. Before we talk about the Bournemouth game, I just want to start with asking you your thoughts on our start to the season so far.
I think it's been fantastic, almost surprising. I guess from last season it was a big disappointment right at the end, and then coming in here, not sceptical, but just wondering what will happen. And I'll tell you what, Arteta's done well. It's been fantastic.
I think it feels pretty fresh. Obviously there's a few new signings, but even without that, it just feels like the squad's had a bit of time to regroup, and you bar maybe at right back, you're putting out the starting 11 you want to put out, and it's looking good again.
Yeah, so talking about the additions that have come in, Saliba, he's not a new signing because he's been with us for a while, but been out on loan, but he's coming in and looks so good. What's your thoughts on him?
Fantastic. That first game was incredible. I know he scored no goal, but that happens. It's just amazing. Reinvigorated us, I think.
Yeah, it's nice because it just adds that bit of cover. Like, you probably wouldn't back some of the other centre backs in the squad to do that job, but now it means that Ben White, who probably isn't a right back but good enough to be there, just gives us that extra depth that probably wasn't there last season, especially because right back was a bit of a problem when Tomiyasu was injured. And so now the fact that we've got a centre back who can cover out wide, because Saliba's come in and can take that centre back role, it's really good.
Okay, and Zinchenko?
It's just a classy baller.
Yeah, the thing I love about Saliba too, and even about Gabriel Jesus, is that they can play different positions, and there's so much interchange now. At the club, it's like you don't really know what's going to happen next week, but you don't mind. Zinchenko could play midfield. I think I could be happy.
It's like you've added numbers without even adding the numbers, because they can all kind of cover if they have to. It's good.
Yeah, it's good to have versatile players in the team. So brilliant start. Let's talk now about Bournemouth. We know on paper we should be beating them. It's a promoted team, but we know that the Premier League is a very difficult league and no game's easy. So what do you think is the key for us to beat them?
I think get a couple of goals at the start. Just go out as we have in the last few games, get them on the back foot, and then just keep riding it from there.
I think in the game that Bournemouth got up 2-0, they looked really dominant in the aerially and in behind with their well, depending on what formation they were playing, they kind of changed at half time, but both the strikers were really aggressive and getting up high and causing a lot of problems for Villa. And I think that as long as Saliba and Gabriel aren't getting just out-muscled, I think that's a big thing. Bournemouth aren't about to play expansive football and beat us with the ball at their feet, but they're dangerous in that kind of channel in between 18 yards and the sideline, just in behind, because both strikers are Solanke and the Welsh guy whose name I've forgotten. They're both really physically dominant, and so if we can neutralise that, it kind of feels like it shouldn't pose a problem. We're scoring goals, which wasn't a feature of last season, and so I'm not scared about scoring. I just feel like maybe they pose a bit of a threat in those particular areas, but yeah.
Okay, so looking at our lineup, we know now that Tomiyasu and Tini are working their way back to full match fitness. They came off the bench in the last game. They've been in training the last few weeks now, so we don't know how fit they are, but if they were fully fit, would you look to make any changes to the team?
No,
I wouldn't against Bournemouth.
Yeah,
because it doesn't feel like a game that you need the absolute best 11 to win. And I don't think Ben White's been playing badly. Zinchenko's obviously a very, very capable footballer. Giving them both 20 minutes would be great, but I wouldn't be changing the back line at least. And if you feel like rotating the wingers, maybe, but I probably would keep it the same as last week against Leicester.
It's a long season. There's time for everybody to play.
Yeah, for sure. Score predictions now.
3-0. Arsenal.
I reckon 4-1. They might get something cheeky, but something grubby, but 4-1.
Okay, that'd be great. And I just wanted to ask you your thoughts on the transfer window. So it's been a good transfer window so far, but still we're hopefully trying to get one or two more players in. Which positions do you think we need to focus on strengthening?
I think everybody said it, but someone to fight Saka maybe on the right wing, that Moussa Diaby type player.
Jeremy Pino as well from Villarreal has been linked quite a lot, and he's young and exciting, like he's only 19 or 20, so it feels like the right kind of move. I wouldn't mind cover at defensive midfield.
Yeah, I think that's most important. Someone for Partey, if he gets, he's liable to injury. I don't know. Maybe there's second person.
But yeah, you can't really be disappointed. Like the players that aren't involved in the squad look like they're leaving on loan or permanently, and even Pepe looks like he's linked away. And I personally don't think he's a bad footballer, but Arteta doesn't see a future for him. So if he's out the door on loan, we get someone else young in that's kind of a bit of vibrancy on that right side that Saka can be rested for. Yeah, it's just looking very positive there.
Okay, where do you think we'll finish this season?
That's some question. You don't want to come back on this and go, I'm messed up. I'm gonna say positive third.
A hopeful third.
We've got to beat the lot down the road, you know.
Up the road.
Up the road.
Yeah,
third.
Okay, then just wanted to ask you about the All or Nothing Amazon documentary. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's pretty good. It's pretty opening. I was worried that it was gonna be
look silly.
Yeah, make us look silly. Yeah, make us look like a laughing club, which is I think often been talked about in the last few years. But I think it was great, and it's good to see how Arteta works and how he manages the players and the relationship between the whole club.
I liked him before, but I think I like him even more now. So
yeah.
I mean, it's great to see his passion and his love for the job and love for the players and the faith he has in them. What do you think, though, in terms of long term? Do you think he's a manager to lead us to long term success?
I do.
I think so, because I think he's going to grow with the squad. Like it's a squad of pretty much everyone under 25, bar a few players, and he himself this is his first team job. Like he can't regress. He's only going to get better himself. And so it feels like if he's moving along with the squad, he'll get better at his own job, and Arsenal are looking pretty prime. So it's good. Yeah.
Okay, just to finish with, who's your current favourite players?
I'm a big fan of Gabriel Martinelli. I just like how he's a dog. Like he loves chasing stuff down. But I don't know. Zinchenko as well as classy, and Odegaard as well, just for their silkiness. But Martinelli for me.
I think Smith Rowe, even though he's in and out of the squad, I have a real soft spot for him. I think he's a cool guy, and I think when he scored goals last season, it was pretty exciting to watch. I liked him. I hope he gets a chance.
Yeah.